Alright, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you how to repair the headrest on a Jaguar XK8. Mine's a 2003 model year, but I think they're all pretty much the same. The headrest, when you lift up on that button, normally the headrest is supposed to rise up and down, but on a lot of cars what happens is there's a cable in here that's too long, and the headrest doesn't move, and you hear the motor spinning away, but the headrest never moves. So to fix it, what you got to do is open up the leather covering on the seat, which is really pretty simple. What I've done here, I've taken the seat out of the car just to make it easier to make the movie. If you've got a convertible, it's really easy to do it in the car. You just put the top down and you can slide the seat all the way forward and do it from the back seat. But if you've got a coupe, it's probably easier just to remove the seat, because taking the seat out is pretty simple. There's just 4 bolts and a couple of the connectors on the bottom, and then the seat lifts right out. So the first thing you do, there's really 3 pieces to removing this thing. First, on the edges here, you'll see some cloth. It's like a little stretchy cloth. And what you want to do is pull it down and away from this little plastic piece. And then do the same on the other side. And you'll see that there's a connection right in here. That the first time I did this is the second time I've done it, by the way. First time I did this, I had a really hard time figuring out how to get that connection apart. But what there's 3 pieces that go into it. The first one is right here, and this will just slide right out. At least it should. This comes right out of here. I swear it's easier than I'm making it look. There we go. That comes right out. You just kind of pull on it. And the same thing over here. It'll come right out. And then you're left with a connection that holds this back piece in to this stretchy fabric on the bottom. And what it is, it's really like a J channel. It's shaped like a hook. And then this piece down here has a straight edge on it. I don't know if you can see that. That's just a straight piece, but it flips over and slides up into that J channel, and that's what holds it. So what I do, I take a screwdriver and I slide it into the J channel and kind of wedge it in there. And by wedging it in, I can start pulling that straight piece out, and then it just kind of comes out like a zipper. Well, it went back in. Comes out like a zipper all the way across. And once it comes out, that piece drops down. And then the first time I did this, these little pieces were tied up inside there. The TSB on this says not to worry about it. Those don't really do anything once the seat's assembled. So I just tuck them back up in. But once you get that part out, all you got to do is grab this board, and it slides right out. And just set it off to the side. And then after you've gotten the board out, what you've got to do, the seat itself is made up of like a wire frame, and then there's these little clips that clip onto the wire. I mean it's like metal rods actually, but if you reach up in here, you'll be able to feel the metal clips wrapping around the metal rod, and you can unclip them. And I'll show you what they look like once I get the seat cover up. But there's 3 or 4 on each side, and you just reach up in there and you slide them off the middle rod. There you go. And once you get all those off, there's another up here somewhere. Once you get all those off, you can lean the seat up and just kind of grab the fabric at the front here and start pulling up. And you're just kind of trying to unroll this upwards over the seat. Then once you get it pulled up far enough, now you can see in here, this is the motor right here that spins this cable, which goes up to the top where the headrest is. And I've already repaired this once, and the first time I did it, I used duct tape. It's kind of dark in there, but I used some duct tape to repair it instead of using shrink wrap, and the duct tape didn't hold up, so I'm going to try it again. Now to remove this, let me slide that off. That slides off somehow. There we go. Get that out of the way. To remove this, what the TSP says to do is to completely remove this little bracket down here. Can you angle over here at the motor? The TSB says, I don't need to get too close. The TSB says to remove the bracket altogether. But what I figured out is that you don't have to remove the bracket. You can remove one of the bolts, and I need to find the right size ratchet here, or the right size Allen key. Too big. Too small. Too big. So this is a 1/8. I'm pretty sure it's a 1/8. Yeah, if you use a 1/8 Allen key, you can slide it right in there and twist it and loosen up the bolt on one side of the motor bracket, or the cable bracket, I guess it is. And one side you need to take completely out, and the other side we're just going to loosen up. It's got 2 bolts in it, or two screws, I should say. So I got the first screw out. The second screw is on the back here. Let me. So there's the actual motor itself, and the motor bracket, and the cable assembly. So if you could hold that again. So the back one, it's a little bit harder to get to, but if you slide your Allen key back down from behind, you can loosen that up. So I had a little trouble getting that back screw loosened up. In fact, I had to use a different size. Allen key. I did this before, and a 1/8 Allen key worked, but I think I used a 2.5 millimeter or 3 millimeter on that back one. But anyway, I got it loose, and now that it's loose, I can push this bracket. I can push it to the side, and when it's pushed to the side, it's still attached on the back screw, but the front screw now I've got removed completely, so this cable can come loose. And if I just pull up on it and get the whole cable to come out of there, I swear I can. There you go. There we go. So now the cable has popped out of the little hole. I can pull the cable up, and there's the actual cable itself. And there's the cable itself is like a square thing, and there's just a sheath over it. And so what happens is the cable is too long, the sheath is too long, and it doesn't allow the square bit to engage in the motor and the headrest assembly properly. So I'm going to take off this old duct tape that I used for my first repair, and then the procedure is to remove 12 millimeters of the cable sheath. What you do, you just cut the cable sheath. In fact, this what I used, I just took a knife. First time I did this, I took a sharp knife like a razor blade, and I cut into the cable so that it was in 2 bits. Then once it's in 2 pieces, you can slide the other side off, measure down 12 millimeters, and cut off 12 millimeters with the razor blade. My length is correct now, so I just had a problem. The duct tape